Hello, everyone, and welcome to our discussion for John Wick Chapter 4. Yeah, so we went and saw the movie last night. We're reviewing it today. Yeah, last night. The movie started at 7:30. It's a 3-hour movie, and by the time we got back, it was just like, we got work in the morning. We're just going to go to sleep. And we wanted to think about it a bit as well because it's a big movie.
It was a great movie.
Especially for the franchise and just the length of it. But yeah, no, it was great. I'm ready to discuss. Nan, are you ready to discuss?
Now I am.
Now you are? No, he's finally thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Nan, overall thoughts. What do you think?
But I thought it was a fantastic film. Overall, each John Wick film always supersedes the other,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt this one got very close in superseding John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Yep.
Don't know why they added that little stinger.
It annoys me because yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was fantastic. It's a really great action film. Just overall, like we get action films nowadays, and it's like it's not creative enough. Like you know what you're expecting when you go see it, but John Wick, you know what you're gonna get, but you still come out of the cinema blown away.
Yeah.
I thought Keanu Reeves was, his performance as John Wick is pretty much exactly the same as every other film. It's just like that stoic, deadpan sort of line delivery.
Mm.
But his real acting is in his physical sort of performance where he does the quick reloads and like the tactical shooting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was fantastic in that. Screenplay, I thought the screenplay was really good.
Yeah.
It was just pretty much John Wick just trying to get back at the table, but not really get back at them. He just wants out, like he just wants his freedom back, and whatnot. And I'm not going to spoil anything here, but I think the way it ended just pretty much tied it all nicely together.
Yeah.
Visually, this film is fucking fantastic. Like I don't understand how no John Wick films gets like any nominations at the Oscars for like cinematography or anything. I mean, there was a shot there for like a solid 4 to 5 minutes where it was like a one shot but done in like a bird's eye view of just John Wick just going full John Wickness.
You'll know when you see it.
Yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic. And then you got club scenes as well, and you have the classic that neon lighting that John Wick is really known for.
Yeah,
you also get that in that as well. The score is just fantastic as well, pretty much the same as every other John Wick film. You got like that what's it called? It's like synth bass sort of like doom 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 sort of stuff, and that just that like just accompanies what's happening on screen fantastically.
No, fair enough. I'm pretty much mostly in agreement with you about it. Obviously Keanu Reeves, I felt he's a little slow in this one.
Could be old age
on a physical level. I think the moves are outpacing his aging, I guess. And understandable, the dude's like mid-50s I think now. And it's basic Keanu Reeves in terms of the line delivery. Just it doesn't work, but you appreciate it and you like it for some reason. So it's just been a part of the franchise from the very beginning. So it's pretty classic in that kind of way. I thought the story was probably the weakest, not the weakest element, but definitely not as strong as what I've seen from the previous John Wick movies. I think it's quite basic in its story, which is fine. But in terms of dialogue and building tension and providing like a stake or like an emotional piece to the movie that I can connect to, I think it failed to deliver that. I wasn't really rooting for John Wick in the way that I have done in the past films. I always felt like there's a sense of urgency for him. But for this one, not really. And I think that's why it makes it probably not the best John Wick movie, but it is definitely up there. It might be my second or third, but it's really competing with really high end like caliber action films. So John Wick Chapter 4 is still like one of the best action films of the last 5 to 10 years, just because
easily
of what it does, and beyond performances, beyond its narrative. I think when it comes to like you said, the cinematography, the stunt choreography, just really amazing stuff. You covered all the like major points when it comes to the cinematography of it. It's just really well done. The visual effects in it are minimal and they're used effectively. I wouldn't think this is a $90 million budget movie, which I believe it is. And I always compare it to fucking Marvel or something, but
it's like the go-to nowadays.
Well, when they all have $200 million budgets, and so like when I see all these movies that have like less than half, and they're doing so much better stuff, it's just like, wow, this is the stuff that we could be getting on a regular basis. But yeah, beyond that, I think with score, it's like you said, you covered it quite well with synth bass. I think that works pretty effectively. There were moments in it where it was like it got a bit too dubsteppy. At points, and I was like, "What? It didn't blend well at all. It was really weird." I think it's like more in the last act stuff where it's just kind of cycling through different pieces of music. Some effective, some not. But yeah, no. Overall, really well done. The action is it's visceral, it's brutal at times.
Very brutal.
Yeah. It goes to points of it pushes the boundaries of realism at points. You know what I'm talking about there as well. But yeah, I just really love the style of it all and the realism that it puts into its action. Beyond just that's real stunt actors and Keanu Reeves actually punching. It's like we saw Donnie Yen's character who's blind in the film. He doesn't just fight like a blind guy, or not, he doesn't just fight like a normal person who's blind and he's just like really good at it. Yeah. He fights like a blind person. But he does it, it's so stylistic where it's like he knows he's so much better than whoever he's fighting, but it's the style and the way he's fighting. It's really well done, and it never forgets that he is blind and just just punching people directly. It's really clever stuff. I think when it comes to female fighting in it doesn't it doesn't do it in a way that's like she punches a 150 kg guy and he goes flying like 5 meters. She's flexible, agile, like using their weight and strength against them. It's really clever stuff like that. And it's just all these different blends of different kinds of action really coming together. But yeah, no, for me, I think John Wick's pretty fucking good at it. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Could you ever see yourself getting sick of these movies?
Not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon?
Just because it doesn't come out as frequently as like superhero films. Like we get at least 4 to 5 a year.
Yeah.
Just movies. Now there's TV shows, but with John Wick, it's like we do get action films, but not to this sort of caliber and like craft.
Yeah.
So I think if they keep pumping stuff out every like 2-3 years, I don't think anyone will get sick of it until like, I don't know, John Wick 7.
Say for the story of John Wick and where that character is going. How would you find if that character continued beyond this movie without giving away spoilers, of course?
I find it pretty surprising because I felt that this sort of ended things on a good note. Overall. I wouldn't exactly know how it would come back to a 5th.
Yeah.
Unless like some other member of the table gets involved. Other than that, I think I'm completely satisfied if this is just the final John Wick for a while.
It's kind of, it comes in full circle, I guess, for his character as well. But I think they definitely will bring him back. I mean, it's gonna dominate the box office. I had one last question for you. So in the John Wick franchise, as the franchise now, they're doing a female version with Ana de Armas.
Oh yeah, Ballerina.
That's the one, yes. I forgot that title. But yeah, no. Does this movie impact your excitement there? Or are you excited for Ballerina?
I am excited.
I know you're an Ana de Armas fan, so I figured.
I am excited just because it's like based on John Wick and whatnot. But again, I won't judge until I see a trailer and whatnot. I have complete faith in the John Wick team that they'll make Ballerina.
I hope it is the same.
I hope it is. I'm assuming here, but
it'd have to be, sure.
Because it's in the same universe. So.
Yeah, it'd be weird if they did it and it was all like kind of like CGI fights and all these backdrops and stuff.
I'd hate that, but yeah. Let's just go on the assumption that it's the John Wick team here. I have full faith in them that they'll do just as good a job of John Wick as it would to Ballerina. So
yeah. I think with Ana de Armas, she really showed flashes of that kind of action potential in No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
But she wasn't in that long at all, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it'd be very interesting. I'm really excited to see what they can do with that.
Yeah. Is that next year?
I don't know if there's a release date on it, but I know they're working on it now, so it should be pretty soon. But yeah, no, I think one also thing I want to add on to John Wick is that the whole thing set in Paris and having actually shot there is super cool. Like
it is.
And beyond the fact that we went to Paris recently and that we saw that stuff recently, just putting that out there, it's nice to see a movie go overseas. And we don't see that as much as I want to these days.
Or if it is overseas, it's usually CGI'd.
Yeah. It's always the green screen stuff. Yeah. So to see that stuff happening now, you're around Arc de Triomphe and Eiffel Tower, it makes it so much more effective and like, I don't know, grand in a sense. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we come down to it. The final question. Out of 10, what are you going to give John Wick Chapter 4?
Out of 10, I would give John Wick Chapter 4 a 8.7.
8.7.
8.7.
Oh, interesting.
What would you give John Wick Chapter 4 out of 10?
I'm going to match you, and I'll give it an 8.7 out of 10 as well.
Hey.
Yeah. I think that was just under my John Wick 3 mark.
I can't remember my John Wick 3.
That would be my favorite John Wick 3 or John Wick movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is going to do it from us today. We're about to actually just go and record the Shazam 2 review now because we saw that movie today. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed our discussion on the John Wick movie. Are you excited? If so, let us know. Jump on over to our Instagram page at MovieGains. And if you want to hear more or read more of our content, check out MovieGains.com for our 4K movie reviews, box office analysis, and coverage of award season. And remember to sign up to our weekly email newsletter to stay up to date with everything that we do. If you enjoy today's review, be sure to follow us on whatever platform you're listening from and turn on these notifications to never miss another one. Thanks for joining us in this discussion. We'll catch you next time. Have a great day. Peace.
See you later.